Women are programmed to see the ideal man as weak, beta, or sus. And that is why they always fall for the guy that cold approaches them.
I don't believe in being friends with men.
See me trying to change my type. There's no hope for these men.
What in the world happened to chivalry?
It doesn't exist. Stop friend zoning men.
And the right guy is not going to be with all the fake eyelashes and the nails, the nasty attitude.
Where are we finding men?
Unfortunately, they are working overtime, never be attractive enough or wealthy enough for a girl ever again.
Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now, before I get into this video, I ask that you like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. All right, let's get right into it.
Okay, this is for all my single girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men now? Because the Hinge pool has a lot of pee in it. So I'm certainly not finding anyone there. I'm not on Bumble or Tinder, and I don't plan to be. I go to the bars sometimes, but the quality of men there, typically not the best from what I've experienced, but I'm not opposed to it. I go to the grocery store with my hair on top of my head. No makeup, baggy clothes. So I don't think anybody's dying to give me their number when they see me there. Okay? So.
Wait. Actually, that's wrong. Women say it all the time. They get approached more by guys when they're dressed down going to the grocery store. There's a reason why. Because a guy feels he has more of a chance. He has more confidence because you're in your regular aura. You're a regular person. So that's wrong.
If you've got any ideas, toss them my way, because I'm 30 and beginning to think that this whole dying alone thing isn't going to be like a running joke. It's going to be reality.
Well, actually.
So yeah, let me know.
Why are the most loyal and boyfriend material guys single? This is what I constantly hear from other girls, and I have the answer. I think it all stems that women are programmed to see the ideal man as weak, beta, or sus. And that is why they always fall for the guy that cold approaches them and uses some cheesy, corny pickup line. But then they're surprised when 3 months later they got cheated on. I really think we need to stop romanticizing players and romanticize guys that are nervous to talk to women. Hear me out. I'm talking about the guys who overthink and do not want to cold approach a girl because they do not want to come across as a creep. And girls just don't get it. They're always like, shoot your shot. Like, the worst she can say is no. No, ladies, that is not the worst she can say. Trust me. You see, most guys can easily hold a conversation, but they're afraid to start it. It should be seen as cute or endearing when a guy is nervous to talk to you. He's fidgeting. He's not making direct eye contact all the time, or maybe stepping back and giving you space. Oh, and side note, you're not going to find these guys at the clubs or parties. They're at home.
My point exactly.
Sure is. That's the better play. That's the better thing to do. Guys would rather just be home instead of facing rejection. And it's not a regular rejection either. It's atrocious what some of these women are doing to guys. It needs to stop.
You guys may not agree with what I'm about to say, but I'm going to say it anyway. I don't believe in being friends with men platonically. I don't believe that they are capable of being platonic. I think that men always have an agenda, and of course they want to stay in close proximity to women, especially if you're a good-looking girl. It always benefits them to even have you as their friend, you know, and they always seem to want to vent to you about other women or get your advice on something, and they rely on our nurturing nature to comfort them. So I don't believe in being friends with men. And majority of the male friends that I've ever had, of course, always found me attractive. And given a day, if I would let them, they would, pursue me. But because, I am intimidating, they're like, oh, it's safer to just be her friend. You know what I mean? Having a man as your friend really doesn't give any benefit to your life at all. You benefit the him, because men just benefit off of standing next to a woman. It makes them look good. It makes them feel good. You're always going to adjust them in some way. You're going to suggest something that upgrades them. They never do anything to upgrade you, though. You know, the most that you would get out of a friendship with a man is that he can fix something for you in your home or your car or mow your lawn. But like, not even, he wouldn't really even give a about your safety, because when you start venting to him about a man, he's not going to really give you the tea. He's going to side with his brothers, you know, because he doesn't know how to help you. He only knows how to be served. So I just don't really see a benefit in being friends with a man. Like, I can pay somebody to do the things that I need a man to do.
Draggy? Women are using guys for that and more. Women use guys like how they use their girlfriends. But like you said, they always dump their emotions on them all the time. Don't be fooled. A lot of guys are good listeners, and they shouldn't be. I repeat, they shouldn't be good listeners to, because they really want to smash. Guys do. A lot of what she said is true. Guys, we want to smash. Some guys take the friend zone right. I would never ever do that again in my life. I did it before. Doesn't work. But yeah, she's right.
Okay, so take this as some advice from somebody who did have a lot of guy friends. They're not your friend. They're not your friend. Unless they care, they aren't your friends, okay? I don't think men have a capable bone in their body to be friends, literally. And time again, I am proven right. As much as I think the best in them and I give them the benefit of the doubt, they just disappoint me. And that's why me and male friends not happening again. Or they does overstep boundaries, or they don't know when to keep all their mouth shut. Heavy on that one. And you just make me feel uncomfortable, right? I'm done with it. Thank you. And best believe I already write off. Let me think how many I write off just because of that. Too many. I can't even count that high. I gave all too much damn benefit of the doubt. And guess what? That benefit gone. 2 weeks going out now. You have your 2 weeks notice. Put in your resignation later. Because you're gone. I ain't seen you again, Breds. Blocking all damn all here.
These women have woken up. They realize the guys really want some, but still, most women are still going to do this because monkey branching. Women will use that nowadays. These young girls coming up now, oh, they love the monkey branch. They will hop right on to the next guy immediately. Not immediately, immediately, because they can't be alone or they can't be without some pain. Believe it or not, women nowadays are more horny than men. It's wild. They want it more. They do.
I just want to say there's no hope for these men. Why is my tire so flat? Hold on. Why is my tire so flat I can't even drive on it? And these dusty drive up in a Renault right next to me talking about, hey, shorty. I'm like, yes? Hey, you fine? What's your Instagram? You not see me trying to change my tire? You're sitting in the car asking me for my Instagram? Anyways, let's change this tire.
Wow. That's what's going on nowadays. Men are not chivalrous anymore. Equal rights, equal lefts, all that good stuff. It's a new day. Women have fought for this. It's sad. Yeah, I feel sad, more sad than you do. I had to leave and go to another country to find what I was looking for. You think I don't feel sad about that? We're not gonna find in my backyard. Yeah, it's wild, but that's what's happening nowadays. Men have given up because those men, they see you as equal. They do. So respect that. Respect those men's decisions, right? Yeah, they try to get your number, but you're equal. He's not gonna get out of his car to help you. How dare you? How dare you insult yourself that way?
You're the strong, independent woman.
You're a woman. Hear me raw.
As an adult grown woman, okay, there is a truth that I will. I mean, and God forbid I have kids. I will tell them this too, that the friend zone does not exist. The friend zone is not a real place. Okay? Why? Why is it not a real place? Because you can never be friends with someone who has seen you actually. Okay, someone who has wanted to do the devil's tango with you. You cannot be friends with that person, okay? And I'm talking to you, girly pops, specifically. So come to the front of the congregation. I am talking to you. The friend zone does not exist. Stop friend zoning, guys. Stop forcing men to be friends with you when that was never their intention in the first place. That's never what they wanted from you when they met you initially, okay? The friend zone does not exist. It does not exist. And what you're doing when you're forcing them to be in the friend zone, you want to know what you're doing? You are forcing them to suppress those urges, okay, for you. And that's just not a good idea. All the time that you think that they really care for you, every single time you story time about what you did this weekend and how your mom's doing and, oh, I love my job. Like, they're just thinking, oh my gosh, I just want to do the devil's tango. I just want to do the devil's tango. And I really need y'all to understand this, because when we say be delusional on the internet, we're not talking about this type of delusion. This type of delusion is a delusion of grandeur, okay? Because he's not your friend, sis. He is waiting. I used to be the chairwoman of the friend zone, okay? I used to be a longtime member of the friend zone back in the day when guys just didn't see me like that. Then I went through my glow up, and then I became that girl forever and ever, amen, and the rest was history, okay? But I know that it's different for girls, because 9 times out of 10, like, we just like you for who you really are, and we're just happy to be friends because we like your personality or whatever. It's not the same for men. It's not the same for men. They are waiting for you to show them any type of sign that it's possible. All right? And the worst thing that could happen, don't be like me, okay? I friend zoned this guy for so many years that I forgot what his initial intention was. That's delusional, baby girl, that is so delusional. I had this man sitting on the bench for so many years that I forgot that he was never my friend. That's not how it started. It started with him like, ooh, what's your name? I friend zoned him for a long time, and you want to know how that popped out? We were one night, we were one night in the city, just having a grand old time. I was getting drunk. I was cute. I smelled amazing. I was getting numbers. It was like boom, 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 boom. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he pulled me to the side and was like, I can't do this anymore. I'm like, what do you mean you can't do what? And he was like, this, like you and the numbers and the guys and me on the side. Like, no, I can't do it. Like, I want you. I'm like, you want me? Why would you want me? We're friends. No, we're not. You've been in the friend zone for 5 years. It doesn't exist. Stop friend zoning men.
This is a question for the men.
Okay.
Boys.
Yeah.
I have a serious question.
All right.
Please take it seriously.
We'll do.
When you're talking to a girl,
Yeah.
right, you're going to put her in one of the 2 categories.
Yeah.
You either want to hook up, or you actually want her as a person.
That's true.
You'd like a relationship with her.
That's facts. Yeah.
I would like to know where to find the relationship guys.
Friend zone.
Where are they?
They're in the friend
Are
zone.
they at the gym?
Probably.
Are
They might
they
be.
at home playing video? Like, where are they?
They're in the friend
Please
zone.
tell me where they are.
They're in the friend zone.
Every single guy that I talk to and that I meet only wants to hook up.
Okay.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, you're right.
I'm just not compatible with that. That's not
Sure.
what I am interested in.
You're right.
So if someone could point me in the direction
They're in the friend zone.
of the men that want to get to know me,
Friend
and
guys
have
in
a
friend zone.
relationship,
Check the guys in friend zone.
that'd be great.
Friend zone. Check the guys in friend zone.
If they don't want to be a friend to you, you got to leave them in the dust, girl. I don't care how cool their personality is. I don't care how dope their Spotify playlist is. It's just not happening. Stop friend zoning men. They're not your friends. They just want to tango. Okay? Like and follow for more. Bye.
True.
Here's the problem with so many women who are out here looking for the nice guy now. They want the nice guy because you've had all the guys that you could possibly imagine and you've been ran through. Basically, that's what it is. Let's be real. It's called a spade a spade. So you've been out there experiencing life, living it up, sleeping with all the guys that you want. Now Nobody wants you. Nobody wants to settle down with you. So now you want to find a nice guy and pretend to be something that you're not so that you can settle down. Because now you're thinking about being a wife. And a lot of times, let's face it, the nice guy is not going to have a limit on how many bodies you got. And 9 times out of 10, you're not going to tell him the truth anyway, if the discussion even comes up, right? And you think he's just going to be listening to the story, right? But here's the thing with a lot of so-called nice guys, women, you got to understand this. While you were out living your life, living it up, dating whoever you want, sleeping with as many guys as you want, having your little hoe vacations, he was also living his life. And he was learning not to listen to the story. But all this nice guy stuff is just a fantasy. And a lot of women have had the right guy. You've had the right guy, but the right guy is going to place boundaries on you. So therefore, you feel, especially most of us melanated women, we don't want to be controlled. You're being controlling. You're trying to tell me how to dress, how to walk, how to talk. The right guy will put parameters on you and your behaviors and where you go because he wants to protect you and because he cares. And the right guy is not going to be with all the fake eyelashes and the nails and the fake this and the fake that and the little short shorts and the little tiny dresses when you go out and the nasty attitude and the, oh, I don't cook. He's not going to be with all that.
Oh, absolutely.
And she didn't fully break down what the title of the video was about. You chose the streets and he chose the grind. That's exactly what men are doing, right? Even if it's a job, right? Say if it's a job, he can pick up extra shifts, he can take extra hours. A man is going to do that. Why? Put in the work. He's going to give his all to that, but and not chase women. That's what's happening now. Women are choosing the streets every day. You see it all over TikTok, and men are choosing the grind, and it's helping men tons. I was that way in my 20s. I've been that way my whole life. Grind, grind, grind. That's all I have is grind. And it does wonders for you. Because at the end of the day, you turn around, look at everything going on around you and go, the world is in trouble. And to know you're choosing a grind that's going to pay your bills, yes, feels great. And that's the way men are going. And women have to understand men are not going to be as chivalrous as we used to be, and they're gonna be furious about it. But it's fine. We have to go our own way.
I've met men that have had great qualities, like amazing, top of the line, checked off each and every one of my boxes, successful, ambitious, generous, kind.
Still not good enough.
Treated me the way I deserve to be treated.
You heard her, right? Fellas, you have heard it out of her own mouth. She have met men with an E, plural. She didn't say I met a man. She met men who checked off all of her boxes. And yet he still was not good enough. This is why I tell you, fellas, find you a woman who likes you. She will treat you better. Y'all both treat each other good because you can be amazing to a woman and she don't give about none of that. You find somebody that's good for you and you be good to them. Because you can be everything to the wrong person and they will not acknowledge or ever appreciate you and everything you bring.
Very true. And that's the angle men are taking. Because not because we want to, a lot of times because we have to.
Single girlies in their late 20s, early 30s. Where are we finding men?
Unfortunately, they are working overtime instead of going out and dating because they feel they will never be attractive enough or wealthy enough for a girl ever again.
You're right about that.
They would rather check their weather app than chat with another person on Hinge. If they're not at work, they're usually at home, the gym, playing video games with friends, or fighting for democracy. You're welcome.
You get on a dating app right now and you make your setting a woman who dates straight men, every single one of them either wants children, has children, or like it's not in the bio at all. So you can't prove if they want children or not. And some of them, like a very small percentage, say not sure. But even then, I have not seen a straight man on a dating profile simply say don't want children. It really actually kind of bothers me how many men who do not have to be impregnated, go through health complications, grow a living being inside of them for 9 months, and then risk their lives to either birth that child naturally or go under actual surgery through a C-section to have that child delivered. It really bothers me how so many of them want that. And then on top of that, they have a whole plan. I went on a date with this guy. He's like, I want to have 3 kids and I want them to all be 2 years apart and blah, blah, blah. And my brain immediately, it's like, what? Nothing against this man or anything, but I immediately realized in that moment that there are men walking around out there that want children without hesitation at all, because it's easy for them to say. It's easy to say you want kids when you don't have to go through the things that a woman has to in order to bring life into this world. But then it's another thing that really like disturbed me, that there are men really walking around that have a whole game plan for a woman they have not even met yet. Thinking of how insane it is that a guy who is not in a relationship, has no connection to a woman whatsoever that he could possibly conceive with, could already have barriers, limitations, and expectations of a woman's body.
That sounds like being single.
The fact that men are just being like, yes, I want to have 6 kids, 4 girls, 2 boys. I want them all to be about a year to 2.
This woman, man, it's just sad. Because hearing her talk, she doesn't understand when a woman and a man comes together, you have compromise. It's like, say, if I say, well, tell my wife, I want her to do this, and she says, no, I don't want to do that like that. I want to do it like this. Then we compromise. Feminism has poisoned these women's brains. They're not even thinking anymore. I bet you she's liberal too. Like one of those liberal, oh no, come on, Lost. I can imagine. I can see it now. Right? Go burn the building so they got control of our bodies now. Don't understand compromise. Don't understand working together with a man.
Teamwork is dreamwork, right?
That shows you that she doesn't understand that. She's talking about it right now. I can't imagine how men can fathom that. How men can even think about it. When I answered it and fixed the problem right away. And why was I able to fix the problem? Because I'm a successfully married man. And I wasn't going to find out dealing with these women.
2 years apart. You are outrageous. You really are. The fact that you can't think about even committing to a woman or being with a woman, but you can think about how you're going to control her body, how you're going to have this woman pregnant basically every year for 3 to 6 years. Am I just a factory? I just like push out the...
Stop it. Get some help.
Yeah, you're lost. That's what you are. You're not a factory. You're lost, and you probably will never have a man because you don't understand compromise. Therefore, you don't understand men at all.
Honestly, do you want to know what I'm thinking? What in the world happened to chivalry, babe? Listen, I don't get the ick much. Lie, I do get the ick. Let me tell you, if there's one thing that does give me the ick, it's the fact that women get on trains and men get on trains, but when there's no seats on the train, men will really barge the women to sit down before them. Like, in my nan's day, you wouldn't do such a thing. Honestly, what happened to the times where women just used to stay at home and cook and clean and the men used to go and fend for the family? Bring them times back. Because I get it, yeah? We're all tired after work. It's 5 o'clock, it's hot, and all you want to do is make sure that when you get on at Holborn, you've got a seat all the way through to Loughton. That's completely fine. But when you've been sitting there in your office all day doing your little finance broking, you don't think, oh, that lady, she looks like she could do with a seat. And maybe make sure that she sits down before you. No? Okay, no problem. Honestly, put this generation to one. We've got no chance. You see what happens.
Yeah, I like that she talked about that because where I'm at now, I'm in the Philippines, and the women actually have their own train. That, like she said, she wants to go back to that. It's not like that, but the women here have their own train, and that train sometimes gets very packed. It does because if all of the women go there, it's going to get packed faster. So it's a smaller. That may be 2, 3 cars, smaller section than they give everybody. They have another section where everybody can go. Now, usually here in the Philippines, if an old lady or even if a woman, what happens to my wife all the time? My wife gets on a train, and guess why people give her a seat? Every time she's on a train, she has on a dress. Right? A guy sees her and goes, I could be with her and everything. Oh, look at this woman. Another guy would get up and give her the seat. It's a lot different outside of the West. Why is it like that here? Women haven't fought for equal rights. That's what it is. Y'all fought for this. So now you get it. Now you want chivalry back? I see in other lands, a lot of other lands like that. It's not like that back home. I wonder why. We know why.
4 things we would never accept from a man. If he doesn't compliment me the moment that he sees me. Are you stingy with your compliments? No, babe. If he doesn't buy me flowers at least once a week. If he doesn't open the car door for me when we are out together. If I'm walking on the side of the road and he doesn't move me across so the cars are nowhere near me.
A lot of women these days keep saying they want to date a wealthy man. Like, what happened to just dating a hardworking man who makes good money? He doesn't have to be wealthy. There's not enough wealthy men to go around for everyone to have one. A lot of y'all are going to miss out on having a good man because you are so stuck on finding a wealthy one. You could have a nice middle class life, upper middle class life, with a man who makes decent money. No one's saying date a man who's poor. I'm just saying there's men out here who make good money, but they're not wealthy.
Yeah, and I'm happy. It's good to see, right, that a woman as beautiful as her, I gotta be honest, right, as beautiful as her, will be willing to give a regular guy, meaning a guy under 100,000, a shot. That lets guys know they have hope, and that's all a guy wants is hope. A guy wants to know there's hope for the future. It's only one sad thing. It's not enough. There's not enough baddies in America for all of the guys that are traditional minded or want to try to be traditional. You got to understand, there's a lot of 50-50 guys. If given the opportunity, they will be traditional. I'll give you an example. I was a 50-50 guy in the past. When I moved to the Philippines, I turned full traditional. I took on the full course of everything. Why would I not? Let me give you an example. I had a consultation with a guy yesterday, right? He said he pays 2,000 a month for his rent, right? I told him about a place I used to live, and I told him how much it cost. I was paying less for my place for a year than he was paying for a month's rent. I repeat, I was paying less for my place for a year. 1,000. It was around 1,000. We calculated it, 1,800 and like $62, paying less. So when you added all my other bills, I was paying maybe what, 3,000? Yeah. That's one of the reasons why I left. And when I was working online, I worked online for 11 months. I had to go. And then, of course, when you're in that situation like that, you can be traditional. It's easy to be traditional, man. Why wouldn't you be? I pay for everything. I pay for tons more of things because it fits into my lifestyle. And more guys are looking to do things like that because they realize it's definitely more to life than to be doing anything that's not like that.
Couldn't agree more.